Welcome to Philadelphia. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, as an East Coast guy, you've traveled the globe. You can appreciate the thirst and the passion of these fans.
There's no doubt about it. It lives here in Philadelphia. And how about only a couple of years ago, this team had just won 28 games. Now we're talking about them potentially winning an NBA championship.
They've waited a long time, and now perhaps comes the reward. The opening tip won by the Sixers, and we're underway here in Philadelphia. Simmons to Embiid. Big finish at the rim. So far, so good.
Didn't take long to get this crowd on their feet, and one of the most undervalued things in sports, the 13th man, the fans. If they get you going in the game, they can help you sustain that energy.
To Trae Young. Here comes the screen. Has a look. And the rebound taken down by Harris. Simmons into the front court. Lead is 2. That pass stolen by the Hawks. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Slams it down.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Jay, I'm going to say that you don't know this, but since 1980, the Hawks have drafted only 4 players to appear in the All-Star game. Doc Rivers, Kevin Willis, Al Horford, and Jeff Teague.
Well, how about a guy named Dominique Wilkins? I'm sorry.
Oh, well, interesting that you'd ask. Dominique Wilkins was actually selected by the Utah Jazz. Simmons to Seth Curry. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Trae Young. Trying to cash in. And it's Harris who's able to clear the rebound. To Simmons. Rebounds taken in by Atlanta. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Trae Young. Shot from in close, no good. To Simmons. They'll get it down to Green. Clint Capela with a piece.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Joel Embiid. 2 for 2. That's what you want. Trae Young. Not done yet. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Philadelphia with the basketball.
Here we go.
Harris to Embiid. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Trae Young. To Capela. Short jumper won't go down. In the front court comes Simmons. 10-4 is the score. It's Embiid for 2. Not that time. To Trae Young. Beyond the arc for 3. His first effort off the mark.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Shot won't go.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
To Trae Young. Runner here, won't go. Simmons with it, up 6. To Tobias Harris. Clint Capela pins it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Finishing inside the paint on that one. Whistle stops play. Timeout here for Atlanta as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Time to shuffle things up. Done. Short jumper won't fall. Sixers have the basketball. Danny Green to Simmons. No good. To Capela. Slam dunk.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
Simmons to Embiid. From long range. Not that time. He missed it. Done. Here comes the screen. Danny Green. To Tobias Harris. Simmons lobs it up. Now a steal by Atlanta. Oh, he had it. Has a chance. Jumper's good.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Done. They work it to Capela down low. Using the post to his advantage there and the finish at the rim.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
Joel Embiid. He's now 4 for 6.
The savvy players, they create contact. They throw their arms in you. They even throw their bodies into you. And as soon as you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
Here's Simmons with it up top. His team on top by 8. Nice pass to set things up.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Done. Five seconds to shoot. Done. Now a steal by Philly. To Embiid. It was right there.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
Simmons with it. Lead stands at 10. Oh, Ben Simmons. 2 of 4 now.
I don't know if a body on him would have prevented that bucket, but it at least would have let him know that you were there.
The Hawks will use a timeout as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. It goes down.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Simmons into the front court. His team leads it by 10. Here comes the screen. Oh, Ben Simmons. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
Hawks with the basketball. Dunn to Williams. And look out. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
Simmons to Danny Green. Here comes the screen. Clint Capela with the block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Now pass stolen by the Sixers. Simmons to Danny Green. Here comes the screen. Simmons to Howard. Ah, rocking the rim. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Dunn. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with this steal. Oh, Ben Simmons. 4 out of 7.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
Here comes the screen. Williams. Now a steal by Philly.
Why not? Let's keep the crowd in it.
And he's going to the line to shoot.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Danny Green, couple of free throws on the way. A career 81% free throw shooter. First free throw is good. Able to convert on both free throws. Here's Atlanta with the basketball. Williams to Kevin Huerter. To Williams. Going to launch beyond the arc. Those shots, Jay, have been few and far between in what has been an uneasy first quarter.
And Ed, sometimes that's all you need. Just get one or two to fall. Find the rhythm, find the rhyme. You got plenty of time.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. George Hill to Howard. A drive through the paint, but a shot misses. Another follow, no good. Williams across the timeline. Down by 15. To Kevin Huerter. To Williams. The Hawks with 4 to shoot. That misses with 2 seconds to go. We're through one at Wells Fargo Center with the Sixers on top. Jay and I return to Philadelphia after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Here's Atlanta. Trae Young. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down. Jay, we're seeing more of the same to start the second.
It's called settle for more. Just because a defender gives you space doesn't mean that you need to take the jump shot. Keep attacking the rim. It will open up eventually.
To Trae Young. Nice pass to set things up. Dwight Howard sends it away.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
To George Hill. He was hacked. They let it go. To Trae Young. Throws it down.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds it inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
Sixers control it. Hill to Howard. That pass stolen by the Hawks. To Trae Young. The screen sets him up for 2.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Shot from the lane won't go. Trae Young. Screen coming. Trae Young to Kevin Huerter. Shot clock winding down. To Trae Young. 4-3. Trae Young bothered just enough there.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Can't connect from inside. It's the Hawks with the basketball. Trae Young. Now a pass stolen by the Sixers.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The results, he's going to the line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Mike Scott at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 76% from the line. Knocks down the first.
Number 31, Curry.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Williams into the front court. Trailing by 15. Here comes the screen. To Williams. 5 to shoot for Atlanta. Has a look. Williams' shot won't go.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Finger roll, finishing with finesse.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Substitutions.
Trae Young to Kevin Huerter. Nothing going here on that drive. Trae Young to Kevin Huerter. Fires the 3. Huerter can't connect that time. Foot was on the line. It's a turnover. Trae Young.
Screen coming left, screen coming.
To Kevin Huerter. The Hawks with 4 to shoot.
Hey, good contest.
Deep 2 there. Won't go.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Tight space with the crossover to Tobias Harris. And he buries it.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Hawks have it. Trae Young. Shot for Collins, no good.
Misses happen. Don't put your head down. Let that motivate you on the defensive end. Use it for something positive.
Embiid. The drive, right to the basket. Down the lane, but the shot won't fall. To Capela. Clint Capela. He's now 5 for 6.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
To Tobias Harris. Reset here. Let's see what they do. Harris to Embiid. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
It's Atlanta ball. Trae Young to Kevin Huerter. Here comes the screen. Gets it down to Capela and finishes strong.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Cleans it up. Second effort. Another shot won't go either. Trae Young. Curling inside to Kevin Huerter. To Tobias Harris. Trying to cash in. He buries it, creating space with the step back.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Trae Young. Shot clock winding down. For three. Bogdanovic. He's going to get 3 shots here. A career 84% free throw shooter. Can't connect on the first free throw. And he hits the second. Philadelphia with the basketball. To Danny Green. Slams it down. Big finish for Joel Embiid.
Like my old coach used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's way too easy. Just keep attacking. It's easy money.
Opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Trae Young to Williams. That's no good. Another follow, still no good. To Tobias Harris. To Embiid. Hawks with the basketball. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Here comes the screen. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Now a steal by Atlanta.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
To Embiid. Harris. To Embiid. Scores from the post. Here's Atlanta with the basketball. Trae Young to Capela. Gets a shot up off the mark. To Seth Curry. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Okay, that time it was effective, but a really good defender will put that in their memory bank.
To Williams. To Capela. Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go. To Danny Green. Embiid. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Harris to Embiid. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Embiid to Tobias Harris. Fires the three, can't get the bounce. Here's Atlanta. Trae Young. And the finish, slam dunk. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Sixers call for time as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. George Hill to Embiid. Has a chance? Not today. Trae Young. Here's a chance from long range. It's good. Something tells me they'll give him that shot again.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Embiid with the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Embiid is such an outlier. There's nothing normal about him, nor does he want anything to be normal about him, which is even scarier with a guy with that kind of talent who possesses that type of mentality. A guy that big, that dominant down low, that boy different.
To Capela. 5 to shoot for Atlanta. Short jumper off the mark. Long heave from 3/4 court. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The 76ers dominated this matchup from the opening tip. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers. For the Philadelphia 76ers, The Hawks have yet to appear after one half of basketball. The way they struggle doesn't bode well for them at all. But if they've got some fight in them, we'll know right away in the third quarter. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Atlanta Hawks.
Game track. Steals.
The Atlanta Hawks have already given up a number of steals in this game, and that's indicative of a careless attitude. That must be corrected immediately if they want to have a chance to win this game. The problem started early, and it didn't improve in the opening quarter.
Player of the half.
Joel Embiid did a great job of reading the defense and exploiting the opportunities where he can make the most damage. He's definitely feeling it.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Trae Young. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with this steal.
Maybe pace it right here. They got a big lead at home.
Seth Curry to Simmons. Oh, Ben Simmons. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Oh, big finish at the rim.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Here comes the screen. Trae Young, down low Collins. In the slam. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Clint Capela, huge block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
It's the Hawks with the basketball. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Trae Young bothered just enough there.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Seth Curry, they go down low to Simmons. Off the assist.
He's been doing this for years, the physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Here comes the screen. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Not that time. To Seth Curry. Deep 2 there. Won't go.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
To Trae Young.
Watch that back door. I want to switch.
He's looking for that touch.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots, but the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Simmons to Seth Curry. Down to 5 on the 24. No good. No daylight. Great defense. Hawks have it. Trae Young. The Hawks with 4 to shoot. Lets it fly from long range, smothering D.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Right down Broadway for the 2. Defender has to pick him up.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Trae Young. Bogdanovich picked up by Seth Curry. Danny Green able to recover with the block. In the front court comes Simmons. His guys hold a commanding lead. Runners good there.
This is where I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Trae Young. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by a Hawk. Substitution being made in this one. Sixers have the basketball. To Tobias Harris. Danny Green. They go down low to Simmons. And the reward, he's going to the line.
Look, I get it. Being down sucks. But you can't just start haphazardly playing defense and committing silly fouls. Play this game with purpose.
First one goes down. And he makes them both.
Screen left coming, screen left coming, screen left.
Shot from the lane won't go. Ben Simmons rejects it. Count it.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
The screen sets him up for 2.
Bread and butter, and there are few that can do it better off the screen.
Here comes the screen. Knocked loose. Taken by the Sixers. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint. It's Atlanta ball.
Mismatch.
Dunn to Capela. Probing the defense. You've got to get that one to go. Simmons with it. His guys holding the big lead. Add 2 points to the board.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Capela down low. Sixers with the rebound. To Hill. Simmons.
Here we go.
To Embiid. Simmons. The Sixers with 4 to shoot. Beyond the arc for 3. Good for 3.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Now the Hawks coach gonna call a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this 3rd quarter. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here comes some changes. Knocked loose. Sixers have it. To George Hill. They go down low to Simmons. Around the perimeter to Hill from long range. And George Hill good on the quick release for three.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those three things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Screen coming. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Going to launch beyond the arc. Tony Snell is going to get a chance at 3 here. For his career, 80% at the line. And he connects on the first free throw. Hits the second. One more coming.
Number 6, Louis Williams.
Whoops, that won't go. Here's Simmons with it up top. He'll run the offense. From the painted area, won't go down.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
4-3. That won't go. Simmons with it. Looking to make something happen. Flushes it home.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Williams across the timeline. Down a bundle. Scores from the post. Sixers control it.
I got ball. Hands up, hands up, hands up.
To Simmons. Hawks come up with it. Knocked loose. Taken by the Sixers. Has a look. Not going down for him this time.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in.
I got him. Here we go.
To Simmons. Clint Capela swats it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Herder gets the 2.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are 2 different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head home.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Simmons. Nice pass to get things going.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Knocked loose. Done. To Kevin Herter.
Watch the cutter, man.
Down low, Capela. Dwight Howard sends it away.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Simmons to George Hill. Fires the three. George Hill, not sure why he was so wide open. Buries the three.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
To Williams. Fine to shoot. Williams. Tough shot. He hits.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
Simmons. Gets a look. Can't hit. Williams into the front court. His guys down big. Here comes the screen. Trying to cash in. Off the mark. Well contested.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was...
Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Williams. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Nice touch around the basket with the tip. No time left, and the 76ers have to be feeling good. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. Simmons to Seth Curry. They go down low to Simmons. John Collins snatching it out of the air.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Seth Curry at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. Can convert the free throw. Has a chance. A shot no good there by Williams. Hill to Simmons. Look at the fight for that ball. We'll get a jump. Well, as they get ready for the jump, someone's going to come away with the basketball. Hawks with the basketball. Williams. Here comes the screen. Solomon Hill up against the 8-time All-Star. To Williams. Five to shoot for Atlanta. The shot clock expires. Simmons. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by a Hawk. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. George Hill to Howard. Superman, Dwight Howard. 3 for 6 now.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Here comes the screen. With the step back.
Oh, don't see the read, be the read.
To Hill. Down low for Harris. Off the assist.
I remember my high school coach said 1 man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Here's Atlanta with the basketball. To Kevin Huerter. Trae Young. Oh, emphatic slam.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
Hill to Tobias Harris. Oh, had him going there for a second. Short jumper off the mark.
Defense, let's go.
To Trae Young. It's blocked.
You see, that's why you never give up on the play, Ed. You always stay in the game.
Reminiscent of LeBron on Iguodala. Trae Young to the outside. To Trae Young. That's a 24-second violation. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Stuffs it down with authority.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Here's Atlanta. Trae Young. Probing the defense. To Trae Young. The Hawks with 4 to shoot. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
George Hill, now 3 for 9.
And a lot of passers usually have their head on the swivel, but ultimately, either you have a feel for the game or you don't.
Trae Young. Bogdanovich matched up with Howard. They work it to Capela, down low. He throws it down. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Ah, the monster stuff. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
The screen sets him up for 2.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
To Tobias Harris. George Hill. They go down low to Simmons. Hawks have it. Knocked loose. Sixers have it. Harris. To Simmons. Down for Curry. Goes reverse to lay it in.
And when people talk about vision, people usually talk about the vision to make the pass. But how about seeing the chaos in the traffic before the pass even occurs? That's next level vision. How can I catch people out of position defensively? That's what we saw in that last possession.
Hill into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Down the lane to lay it in.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
It's the Hawks with the basketball. Trae Young. Deep left corner. Here comes the screen. Trae Young. 5 to shoot for Atlanta. For 3. No good. To Simmons. Harris. They go down low to Simmons. Hawks have the board. To Trae Young. Simmons into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Can't miss those. Another follow. Stays out.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket. You're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter. Changes coming from both sides right now. Simmons to Danny Green. Gets it in the left corner. Seth Curry to Simmons. 5 on the shot clock for Philadelphia. Referee blows the whistle. Jump ball coming. They're in position. Let's see who can retain it. Embiid, good for 2.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
To Capela. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. The pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Danny Green is going to get 3 shots here. Hasn't missed yet. First one, count it. Second and 3 is good. And he hits all 3 free throws. Trae Young. Hill shot off the mark. to Simmons. Danny Green. They go down low to Simmons. John Collins tips it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Seth Curry, that pass stolen by the Hawks.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
To Trae Young. Deep two there, won't go. Danny Green, Capela's on him. Seth Curry to Simmons.
Double.
Hawks have it.
Be alert. Here it comes. Be alert.
Short jumper won't go down.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Free throws coming up.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Oops, he missed the first one. Good bounce back, hits the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Into the front court comes Simmons. Looking to make something happen. To Tobias Harris. Seth Curry, they go down low to Simmons.
Here we go. Double team.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
To Trae Young. And a putback slam.
When you let him get inside position like that on the glass, you can expect that every single time.
Simmons with it. He'll run the offense. Scores from the post.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Joel Embiid with a piece. Here comes the screen. Trae Young. Knocked loose. Taken by the Sixers.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
Simmons to Seth Curry. It's good.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Trae Young has a look. That's what you've come to expect. Your best players making baskets.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
Harris to Simmons. Down to 5 on the 24. Trying to cash in. Not done yet. Embiid. The jumper's off the mark. That is no good. Very curious shot selection right there. The Sixers are victorious as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Jalen Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers were simply amazing in this contest. The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine anyone doesn't come away impressed with how effectively they score their points. Check out the leading scores for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Hawks seemed to give up on this game as it got more challenging. My advice for these guys is not to watch any TV tonight because it's not going to help them forget about this game. Everyone is going to be talking about this one. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Atlanta Hawks.
Game track. Assists.
The Atlanta Hawks had a lot of trouble working as a team defensively, giving up the kind of assists that happen from poor communication. Simmons was behind the majority of those dimes and deserves a lot of credit for having his passes on target and on time.
Player of the game.
Simmons was aggressive today with his scoring, getting his points right at the basket. He put down a crazy number of dunks in today's matchup.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this, except that he fits the title of this segment? He was definitely cold in this game. Here's our top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.